Now, in one of my videos, I was told that I should really watch The Quest. Turns out I've seen this one before, a long time ago, didn't remember it, but I picked up this movie from 101 Films in their recent sale for a remarkable price of £6. And the first thing I noticed when I sat down to watch The Quest was how amazing the transfer is on this. It looks brilliant. It really jumps out. Everything looks clean and crisp. The colours just pop. Wonderful transfer on this straight away. And we have Jean-Claude Van Damme, who directs this one as well, playing Christopher Dubois. Starts off in New York, has a little bit of a meandering plot at the start as he's looking after some street urchins, and he gets in some trouble, runs away, passes out on a ship, wakes up at sea. And through various things, he comes into contact with Roger Moore's Dobbsy character, who is a kind of con man who used to be in the Navy. And Roger Moore plays that character terrifically well, and him and his sidekick come through the movie quite a lot as almost comedic relief, because they're always up to some kind of scheme. They're always trying to scam somebody, and they kind of take Van Damme under their wing and then dump him on an island full of Muay Thai warriors, and just kind of abandon him there, sell him to the guy there as a kind of slave. Now, we have this kind of side plot of this Jiang Jiang, this big fighting competition that these monks are holding, inviting the world's best combatants up there to have a tournament to fight. So it's basically blood sport. But what it does is it takes a while to get there until we get to the fighting action. Like most of the movie, like a good 2/3 is on our characters getting on their quest and getting to this tournament. When it gets to the tournament, the action is fantastic, as you would expect. It's just getting there. It's not to say that the movie is meandering too much, but it just seems to lack a little bit of story direction. It tries to put a little bit too many things into this, which is unfortunate because most of the characters I really liked, whether it be Roger Moore and his sidekick, the scam artists, or whether it's James Remar and his heavyweight boxing character, who's just wonderful, or the writer that comes across. But even there, they feel as if there's supposed to be a love interest with that newspaper article writer, which never really happens. Once you get by the story, once you get to the island, once you get to the fight scenes that are going to be happening, they're wonderful, and it's a really nice setup, really nicely staged. It's always like a country person versus another country, so it could be China versus Japan, or America versus Spain, things like that. And the fights are just constant from here on, and they are wonderful. Really nicely shot, really energetic, terrific action. It actually looks as if there's been a bit of a budget behind this one, and it's just incredibly fun. The movie is strangely bookended by this really odd sequence of Van Damme in old man makeup as he kind of reminisces of his life, telling the story of the quest, and it just seems really strange. There's a lot of inconsistencies within the film telling here that doesn't really create a straight narrative, which kind of detracts from the movie a lot. It's really nicely shot. It has a good budget behind it. It's got some great actors and some really unique roles. It has wonderful fight scenes. It just seems to lack that sense of through line, the sense of direction that ties everything together to make it a really good Van Damme movie. Not a bad one, still really enjoyable, still a good 3 out of 5 type of movie with some wonderful action, but it just takes a little bit too long in getting there. I'm really glad I checked out The Quest. I'm having great times watching all of these Van Damme movies, and I can't wait to move on to the next one. I'd love to know your thoughts on The Quest. Let me know in the comment box below, and I'll see you next time on Man v Film.